Hey guys, welcome back to this week's tipping for the AFL. We're up to round 12 this week. So I did pretty good last week. I got 7 out of 9 on the video tipping. Actually got 8 out of 9 on my actual tipping. I changed to Frio, which was good. So let's have a quick look at last week. So we had the Swannies against Richmond. Was a cracking game, as we all thought it would be. So it's actually did all right here too. I got Sydney by 7 points, which was ended up being 6 points. So yeah, really great game. Sydney were a little bit disappointing if it wasn't for, I think Buddy kicked 5 or something in 5 minutes again. But yeah, and then the controversial not 50 at the end, which I don't know. It's hard to tell with the umpiring these days. Who knows what the hell goes on? Should have been 50 in my opinion. He kicked the ball away after a free kick had been paid, even if it was after the siren. Would have been interesting if they kicked a goal. I wouldn't have been too disappointed with the draw. It was about that sort of game. Lions limped over against GWS after a pretty ordinary start, giving away eight goals in the first quarter, but they also kicked 6 themselves. But against a better team, that could have been a bit of a loss for the Lions. Cats against Adelaide, too good, of course. The big upset of the round was Melbourne and Freo. Actually, in my last video, I actually tipped Melbourne because how could you not? But on my own personal tipping, I did change to Freo. Just had a feeling that they were going to go right this week, but that could be a really good thing for Melbourne as well. You know, once the champion gets punched in the face, well, he'll come out fighting even more. West Coast are just terrible. Okay, Bulldogs definitely played well, but just terrible by the West Coast. The Sunnies had a good win against Hawthorn. Okay, maybe all that effort that they put in against the Lions last week come back to hurt them a bit. Saints beat North Melbourne, nothing special there. And something I was totally wrong about was Collingwood v Carlton. I thought Carlton are a much better team than Collingwood, so well done to Collingwood. I watched the game. I watched 3 quarters of the game. They were going hard, really good movement. Moore played an exceptional game, which is back to his best, which is where he should be. And then a pretty dour contest between Port and Essendon. Okay, so Essendon nowhere near it, and obviously Port are nowhere near it too. Just looking at the ladder, we've got Melbourne still on top, Lions, Freo, Saints, Carlton, Cats, Sydney, and the Bulldogs in the 8 now. I was just playing around with the predictor a bit before. A couple of teams that I don't think can make it. I don't think Port can make it, even if they win all the games that they should win. Richmond are in and out, in and out, in and out all the way through. And I think I've also got Western Bulldogs might drop out with the draw that they've got. And funny enough, the Suns, if they win the games that they should win against the North Melbournes and the Essendons, they'll actually go into the 8 on the last week. So that's going to be interesting. So if the Suns can knock off an even better team in the next couple of weeks, put some money on them making the 8, because they've got North Melbourne twice, they've got Hawthorn, they've got a couple of teams twice that they should really beat. They've got Adelaide. So yeah, so let's get into this week's fixtures, and I'll give you my tips. So on Friday night we got an absolute ripping game. Western Bulldogs versus Geelong Cats. As you can tell by the market, $1.90 to $1.94. That's how close it is. That's exactly how close it is. This is really just flip of the coin stuff. Just maybe maybe with Tim English coming back to the Bulldogs, that might be the difference. It's not at GmbH or whatever that name of that stadium is. So, but the Cats, how can you go against the Cats? So, Marvel. Bulldogs. Let's go Bulldogs by 10 points. Only because, like I said, Tim English is back and he is an absolute superstar. He changes that team. The only problem I have with the Bulldogs is there's too much emphasis on Norton. And then you got on the other side, you got Stewart, who is absolutely flying at the moment. He had 41 possessions as in the back line last week. He is just flying at the moment. But anyway, let's go to the Bulldogs by 10 points. Now we've got another good game because we've got Adelaide versus West Coast. But even Adelaide, West Coast are getting flogged by 100 points by everybody. So Adelaide, who really cares about that game? The Sunnies should touch up North Melbourne, even though it's at TO Stadium. So, they're definitely, because it is in Cairns, in Darwin, so the heat definitely affects teams when they go to Darwin. It doesn't affect the Lions and the Suns as much because we play in a bit hotter weather. But yeah, the Suns should just beat North Melbourne up there in Darwin. Okay, now another great match. We've got Melbourne against Sydney. Sydney with their big win over Richmond this week. Melbourne, who got beat by Freo quite convincingly, mind you. So I would expect Melbourne to bounce back. Okay, sometimes these good teams, I remember with the Lions in 2002, exactly the same thing happened. We were winning and winning and winning, and then we got touched up, and then it really brings everyone's minds back to what they're supposed to be doing, which is to win another flag. So look forward to Melbourne bouncing back in a big way. Collingwood Hawthorn, well, going on Collingwood's effort on Sunday yesterday, they'd be definitely red hot favourites. It was good to see Moore. Like I said, Moore is a real key to Collingwood with that run out of the back line. So if he continues to do that, yeah, the Collingwood should win this one. And then we've got probably, I think, the match of the round at the moment with Fremantle and my team, the Lions. Excellent job by Fremantle against Melbourne. They really showed the competition what to do against the D's. We're not travelling the best at the moment. We're probably running the same as Melbourne, about 70%. Okay, not everyone's firing. Link had a good game on the weekend. Barry had probably his best game he has had in 2 years. Lockie played well again, as you always expect him to do, but we're missing Joe, and there's a couple of players that are definitely down in form. Our backline's not performing, so that's going to be very interesting, especially against red hot Freo. So we'll just do a quick recap. So Bulldogs by a goal. West Coast could be not as 60 points, so let's say Adelaide to win by 30. Suns should easily win by 3 to 4 goals against North Melbourne, if not 5 goals. They should. Especially that new kid they got, the Jeff Jeffries or someone. He looks fantastic. Melbourne by 3 goals. Collingwood by 3 goals. And I have to pick the Lions, so the Lions by 2 goals. So good luck with your tipping. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and comment, and also subscribe if you'd like to. Also, there's some Peter Matera had a massive heart attack a couple of days ago. He's in hospital, so hopefully he recovers well, and hopefully that your team wins on the weekend. Good luck everyone, and we'll see you again.